connected. N7KC.
N7KC, 87ZYN. N7KC, 87ZYN. ZYN, 87QKU. How's my audio? Sounding okay this evening. I guess Lee's not with us tonight? Yeah, Lee's with us, but I'm having trouble over here with Skype. So it takes me a minute. Oh, okay. I just wanted to tell Lee that streaming is up and working. Good evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I'm Dave, 87ZYN. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of radio amateur enthusiasts that take to the airwaves and television. We have a repeater located up on Cougar Mountain, transmit on 70 centimeters, crossband repeater, and spits out images at 1.2 gigahertz. So I'll pause momentarily in case anybody has emergency traffic that needs to make a contact before our net gets underway. Hearing none. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I'm Dave, 87ZYN. Well, let's see what we can do if we can go to the top of the list, N7KC. There. And hearing none, Ron has some difficulties, 87QKU. WW7ATS, are you out there in the fogland? And we got Gary, Q7HYD. And 7QO. It's 7QO. Jim, welcome aboard. And 7QO. 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 7Q can do something here. 87 QKU, are you on the horn? Yes, 87 QKU. Just here, I finally got sort of working, and I can't get free pulse. Everything was disabled. I just don't know what happened. Last week, I had a terrible nap. This week, it's not much better. So anyway, I think I saw Gary. I guess I don't know if I heard Gary. I haven't heard his own note. It's 4 degrees over here. My phone said it was raining, but I read it outside. It was way to climb to make sure they had turned it up correct. It wasn't raining. All right, let's go over the news.
Okay, this is N7KC Lee over in St. Andrews. Getting into the repeater via echo link. It looks very nicely. Although maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, that's the problem. Maybe.
N7KC timeout.
N7KC, 87 BYM. Copy.
Connected. N7KC.
Okay, sorry about the timeout, but I know I didn't go 3 minutes there, so I think I must have, maybe I rode on to Rod's tail. Well, excuse me, N7KC, back to net, Dave. Go ahead.
N7KC, live stream is up, and looks like it's only about 5 seconds behind, so it's really up and moving tonight. Well, let's try Ron, 87 QKU. This is 87 QKU again. I'm still having trouble with Skype. I can't get a full screen. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. This is Skype. No. Oh, what will be, I guess. What's going on over here? I'm trying to think of what I did today. Do a whole lot. Went for a little walk, well, the block. Whatever, I guess. So I guess I'll just turn it back to Dave. 87 BYM, 87 QKU. 87 QKU, 87 BYM. Here, let's try WW7ATS.
Okay, I was off the air for about 5 minutes, Dave. Did you call for me earlier?
There was a possibility that might have occurred.
My apologies for leaving you hanging. How rude. Anyway, so I missed the first 5 minutes of the net. It looks like maybe we're having a little bit of difficulty with Ron and Lee, and I'm on the net, and then you are. Is there anyone else tonight?
Oh, we got Gary, K7HYD, and M720. Yeah.
Okay, well, for some reason, my transmitter suddenly went to, okay, there it comes back. It went to color bars. Well, I got a couple of things. I'm assisting cleaning out someone's house, and this will get everybody's attention. This just looks like this should be something that you would find in the Saudi Arabian embassy. And I don't quite know what it is. I don't know if it's a surgical instrument or if it is perhaps a kitchen tool. I have no idea. But here's the first look at it. hardware on the back end that I think keeps it closed. I'll see if I can get it open without cutting my fingers off.
It is a kitchen shear.
Okay, so this isn't a surgical instrument, it's something for kitchens, is this correct?
Affirmative. Say you have a chicken that you want to have, you can just chop it up with that through the chest cavity, through the neck and the back.
Okay, well that's only the first of many items tonight. I'll pass it back to net control and we'll go around once. This is James, WW7N. You can see what I've been doing with my time recently. It's been a really interesting clean out. This guy didn't throw very much away. So anyway, back to you, Dave, WU7N.
WU7N. Let's go on to K7, HYB. Gary, training is up.
Yes, I'm not blind tonight. How about that? 87CYM in the group. Let me get the call sign up here. I'm not seeing myself on the live side, but I am on the, as poor as it is, I am on the, believe it or not, I'm on the streaming, and the streaming is working. That's really nice. Somebody must have got up there and reset it or whatever happened. Anyway, James, you never fail to amuse me and amaze me with some of your things there, man. I don't know. It looks like maybe you've been digging through my. Let me give you the mug shot here. Looks like you've been maybe digging through my garbage bin or something like that. Yeah, I thought maybe it was a set of pruning shears for fallers, roses in particular or something like that. I've seen them like that. But I think Dave's probably got it nailed there. And my day was very quiet. I made the bed. I vacuumed the floor. Cleaned up a couple of things. Took a shower. And other mundane stuff. So really didn't have too much to do. I just kind of goofed off. Oop. Air curtain. Oh, well, how about that? Gee, did I cause that? Let me drop it here. Okay. Let's see if I can reload it here. And there we get the process started. Anyway, fine tonight, that's for sure. But certainly don't have any live picture. I can just barely see the sync bars. So, anyway, that's about all from me from this shot. Back to you, Dave, and good evening to everybody. James and Jim Covington and Ron and Lee. Good to hear from all you folks. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you and hear you. That's the main thing. K7DYM, K7HYB.
K7HYB. That's the bad. Let's go to M7QO.
Your picture's still up, Gary. Sorry. No problem. N7QO. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm having minor problems here tonight. It's a little too warm in the shack. Last time, okay, it's been a week or more since I was able to make a net here, but it was rather cold. So I came out here a little bit earlier and turned on the heat. And right now it's 83 in the shack. I figured y'all would not appreciate me sitting here without a shirt, but anyway, it's a tad on the uncomfortably warm side in here. But it'll be okay. I'll just pretend it's summer. Well, Jim, I would bet that that device which you have could be a surgical instrument. If you get it too close to your fingers, you'll find out. I would be careful with that. It looks like it could do some serious damage to some meat. Wow, and it looks nice and shiny too. I don't have anything around here that's that shiny, but looks good. Let's see. Well, good to see everyone tonight. Receiving pretty good pictures. Back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
And 7QO, 87CYM, and this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society map on Dave, 87CYM. And Jim, we did have an image that came through. It was like a P1. Today I moved my antenna up on the roof on the 1.2 gig to rotate it at about 10 degrees to the southwest. I've got about 4 pictures now, so I can keep coming back. As far as the internet, with the tuning, the latency dropped back and froze on my computer here at the beginning of the net for about the first 10 minutes. It was right on and very effective, keeping up with almost about a 5-second latency that disappears now in my sight. And oh my, the day was nice. I got a chance to go up to the commercial version of Costco, which is north of their Huntington Aurora site, and it's way up in Linwood. But as I was stumbling through there, they now have a flashlight, 2,000 lumens, and for $25. It'll probably come down, but they've recently been selling those flashlights in the 1,000 category for about $15. And the 2,000, my gosh, I can't imagine how bright that would be outside. It did have a little test button on it. It's loaded with a battery and it's got a bubble wrap. A little cutout that you can press the off-on button. It only has an on, high power, and then low power, which is supposed to be half, but it does not have the flashing light that the other previous flashlights had. So anyway, that's my experience that I run into today. So with that, let's go up to Lee, M7KC by a rock, 87 CKU.
Okay, there we go. I have to wait till I get a little black transmit indicator on the phone here. Well, it's M7KC, Lee in Port Angeles. Well, good evening, Covington Jim. Good to hear from you. And Bellevue James, same old, same old. I said hi to Gary. And that's a wicked looking. Oh, by the way, I've lost my stream here. All I'm getting is just rotating circle here in the front of the thing, and I've tried refreshing a couple of times and everything, and I don't get any live indication or anything that it's working now. But it was working fine. And then it just took a notion to do this. Don't have anything too much. I did have the presence of mind to start my timers, so at least I'll know when to quit. So anyway, as it stands, without being able to see what I'm sending, I won't send any video. I don't have a lot, but I did put my flight simulator on the thing on a window to see, and Ron said he could see the plane fly okay. So I think I do have a source of video, but I'd sure like to see what I'm doing. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to send it back to Nets. It's N7KC. Back to Nets.
N7KC, thank you. Let's go to KD7, 2KU, Ron. Well, I brought my camera in at the motorhome. We were down in Ocean Shores, and they were having a motorcycle deal. This was some kind of a riding contest they were having. I don't know if I got a picture of anybody. And then, of course, they had lots of things for sale. And then they had some baskets here for sale that I might be interested in. Yes, they have the basket. I'm sure it's one of these. Yeah, they have here. I'll look in a minute. Well, there was a pretty good turnout. Like the year was a little bit of breeze. There we go. There's the basket stage that we had for sale. Very similar to what we have. There's the price. I don't know where they were made. Well, anyway, maybe that's in a nice picture here. That's kind of funny stuff like that. Let's show a little more video, I guess. So we were up at Anacortes, and we walked down to the water a little earlier in the year. Anacortes is a really nice place. I like it up there. Now we're over at Rimrock Lake, I guess. So we can go ahead and just walk by. We like camping over there. Son and daughter-in-law there live in the home. That's the motorhome. Their motorhome up there. And it's in the trees. I walked down to the lake, and I don't remember what I did. Big lake, the reservoir, there's a dam over on White Pass. River on Lake. So, yeah. That's in the trees. It was a pretty nice place. It wasn't full. It was close. It was filled up. This guy came in, and was looking at the picture of it. It was an old trailer on it. Small camp trailer, probably about 18 foot maybe. It had been completely restored. It was absolutely. It seemed to be a bad time. We like to restore those old trailers. There's a program that I did on YouTube about restoring old trailer houses on the internet. For example, in Rimrock Lake. There's an island in the middle of it. And it's a reservoir, and the level fluctuates in the spring like this. It's full, but then they use it for irrigation over in the Yakima Valley, so they really get a lot of water. I have fished it 50 years ago. I just moved away. So I think that's about it. We didn't go an awful lot this summer. In fact, we haven't gone for the last 2 months. I don't know if we lost most people left. Then the couple we went with when she passed away, she's not doing anything. It's kind of a sort of country style, I guess you might say. All right. Let's go back to me, and I'll say back to that 87 BYM with this 87 CCU, Ron, thanks for that. And in my computer, the screening came back to live again. I'm sitting there just sort of doing nothing. And it came up, and the latency was about 10 seconds. And I was able to do it on video. So let's go to WW7ATS.
Okay, thank you, Dave. You know, I decided that presentation is really important when you show something like this. So here, let me see if I can get more in a Halloween look here. My goodness, I seem to be having all kinds of problems tonight. Okay, we're there. Okay, here's the next item that was found in this house. I'll see if I can do a little better job showing this here with the right presentation. Dave, you let me know how I'm doing.
The picture's a little blurry, but you're holding something around, like a handle to a broom or something. Yeah, I can see now sort of a medieval axe.
Something. And I took it to some guys, and my goodness, now I lost my picture again. I don't know if that's me or what's going on here. Hang on. Oh, now I'm back. Anyway, I showed this to some guys, and they had a theory about what this is, but I'll let it go around the net here and see if anybody else can come up with similar theories or what's your theories of what this would be. Anyway, that's it for me for this go around. WW7ATS, back to net.
WW7ATS. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. I see, 87 CYM. Well, let's go to K7HYD, Gary.
Okay, I'll try to be reasonable. James, I wonder, is that steel or iron?
You know, I don't really know. How do you tell the difference?
I don't know. If you were metallurgist, I imagine you could figure it out. But if it's iron, it would date it. You know, does it look like it's over 100 years old?
No, I'm thinking 1960.
I see. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I might have a market for it. My son and his wife are into these medieval things, and he's got he has an outfit. We saw him at a medieval fair back in St. Louis that he and his family went to, and he's got an outfit that makes him look like a samurai warrior, but really it's meant to be dated in the 1500 region in Middle Europe. It's probably not authentic. He probably made most of it, but anyways, that would go very nicely with that. So anyways, there's a thought, but that's where I think it came from, is something like that. Anyway, that's my comment on that deal, and I still think that other piece was a pruning shear for flowers. But David was probably right, more than likely. Anyway, yeah, I finally got the streaming. It was dead there for quite a while. It's still not running true. It was running true there for a while. I think a lot of the problem that I run into here is that my signal coming into the repeater is so poor that it has a heck of a time descrambling it and sending it out. Anyway, so I won't hang on too long here. Let me throw the logo on, and I'll pass back to you, Dave. 87ZYM, K7HYD.
K7HYD. Let's go on to Jim, N720.
Well, I'm not sure about what they call that, but it seems like I've seen battle axes like that recently in some catalogs. Not real sure where. Probably produced in China, just my guess. The recent ones, that's a 1960s vintage. It may be a better quality, useful for camping or whatever, and other purposes. Well, I concur with everyone regarding the streaming. It was working very well when we first got on the net at my location, and then it slowed down and then eventually stopped, and it has since resumed, but I can't say it's really resumed. I still see Gary on the stream here at the house. Well, now he just went away, but now there's anyway, that's what's going on here. Let's see. Dave, flashlight, no comment about that. I can't speak intelligently about that. I have seen a couple things at Costco reset, but I'm not sure. I didn't look all that closely, just because it looked a little bit large for my purposes. Anyway, KD7ZYM and 7QO.
M7QO. Yeah, you have about 2 pictures there. Yeah, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Here, Dave, KD7ZYM. Well, when I was looking at that medieval battle axe that you have, James, I have one almost identical to it. It has a flat metal handle instead of a round wood handle. And it's referred to, when I purchased mine, called a hot. And these are competitions throwing it about 15 yards and sticking it into a tree. A lot of competition with those. Anyway, I acquired it for my knife collection because it had a nice sharp edge on it. So with that, let's move back to the top. M7KG.
Okay, N7KC here. Well, yes, the streaming is off and on. It works for a few minutes, and then it seems to stall. I get this real circular thing going on in the middle. Oh, I don't know. Just for fun, let me see if I can share a screen here. Trouble is, I can't tell. Did it come through, Ron? Okay. Well, then I'll see if I can...
N7KC timeout.
N7KC, we've lost the audio.
Connected N7KC.
Okay, well, I'm back. Well, I had a timeout indication, but my timer still showed I had a minute to go on 3 minutes. So I don't understand quite what's coming down here. It hadn't had this problem in the past. Anyway, I did try to transmit a little bit of video there, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So enough of that. This is N7KC, Port Angeles, back to net.
Lee, this is why it's called amateur television. We couldn't have any sponsors. Let's go on to Ron, 87 QKU.
I found another video here. Let's see if I can show it. Well, this is the box gap that showed up on the street in front of the house. So the time we got the camera, he was over in the neighbor's yard. You can see his ear just above the vegetation there, and then he walks across the lawn and he looks back again. That tells me what the box gap is. Probably about 4 times. There's a hole over there in the fence. He's going to go over there in the hole in the fence. You can look at it, and then he went on through it. Pretty small hole with a dust in it. They had a kind of a very similar hole out there on the side of the building where I keep the motorhome, so the cat could get out of the backyard or backyard. After I saw this picture, I made the hole much smaller. So the cat can just barely get through it now. I hope the box can get through it. I haven't seen it again, but all the cats disappeared. Some of the dogs are in there. Okay, that's enough of that again. Well, anyway, some of the dogs are still posters around on the telephone poles about these missing dogs. I think he had a midnight crash and then he moved on. We have quite a few little rabbits around here, too. I don't see them anymore either, so they laid off the rabbits. All right, I guess that's it.
87 Let's go to James, WW7ATS.
Okay, thank you, Dave. I'll see if I can get a little better picture here. Question I had for you, the Costco flashlight, it was 2,000 lumens. I was just checking, and some I got for gifts last year, almost exactly a year ago, were 250 lumens, and about 3.5 inches long, and maybe an inch in diameter. So that's a question I have. Ron, nice lake shots there that you had, and it's interesting that maybe the location on that lake would be of interest to me, because you said they were pumping the water over to eastern Washington, so I'm assuming it's on the eastern side of the state. But I couldn't recognize from the video the exact location. Lee, interesting animation, but we lost your audio, so I'd like to hear more about the animation and how it works. And then, you know, the story on the axe, we'll never know. But yeah, it's clearly, to me, it's very lightweight. I don't know if you can see how small it is, or thin it is, rather. But with this big point on the end, we're definitely assuming that the primary design of this is probably primarily some sort of a fighting tool. And it just so happens that it might work for field craft. But even the little hole in the center there would tend to indicate to me that it's you know, just to cut a little more weight out of it so that you can move it faster. The gentleman whose house I got this out of was a Vietnam veteran, and one theory I had, because of the wood, which doesn't really show real well, Dave, yours was metal, but this wood does look to me like, you know, if you were to tell me it was from Southeast Asia in that time period, I would believe you. And I don't know if the focus is coming through, but there's a little very primitive wedge piece of wood in the top of this that affixes the metal, which I'm going to say is steel. I think it's steel, not iron, to this very lightweight wood handle. Again, I think the emphasis is on getting something here that can move very fast. So that's the story on that. I still think that this item here takes the cake. I guess this is a visual. You just sort of have to be here. This just looks like something that should either be in an operating theater or, like I said, maybe the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. But anyway, very interesting gentleman. I thank him for serving our country, and it was really nice of Diane to give me those things. But it's a story to us all, or I should say a lesson to us all. This guy didn't throw very much away, and I think I've made 7 packed pickup truck runs to the Goodwill, and we're not done yet. And that's not including, after several relatives have gone through and picked through the place. It's just too much stuff for one house. It's really inspired me to do some clean-outs around here. We'll see if that wears off or if I stick with that. This is WW7N, James, in Northeast Bellevue. Back to you, Dave.
Well, thanks for the show and tell, James. WW7N, this is 87EYM. Let's go to Gary, K7HYB.
87EYM in the group, K7HYB. Well, James, you continue to come up with interesting stuff. I have my own theory about that. Was the ground pounder in Vietnam, or what did he do over there?
Well, he also flew for the airlines I'm assuming after his Vietnam service, and was just in the absolute golden age of airlines, retired early at age 55. So I'm assuming he had something to do with flying over there, but again, that's an assumption on my part.
Okay, well, I was just kind of curious. I wonder if maybe he was in a situation where he was working in the Army or in the Marine Corps in introduction or something like that. That could almost be classified as a hand-to-hand combat tool. Just a thought. It raises all kinds of questions, obviously. I worked hand in hand with a fellow that served in Vietnam when I was with FEMA. Of course, that was over 20 years ago. He's probably long since passed away by now. But because he had cancer from Operation Ranch Hand, he was exposed to the defoliant that they used over there, and I guess a lot of the people who were exposed to that were also got. He had 3 different kinds: skin, liver, and one other that I don't remember. But he was He was in too good a shape when I retired in 1997. So anyway, he's probably long since gone, but he was over there, and they carried. Let me drop it here. They carried all kinds of interesting stuff when they were out in the field. He used to go out and retrieve the classified decoding information out of the helicopters and stuff like that they use for the IFF and the communications and the data and that sort of thing. And he used to tell me about all the booby traps the Viet Cong used to put in their helicopters. It was kind of interesting. Tragic, but interesting. Anyway, so that's what brings my thought here. And I frankly think the problem with the streaming, the way it speeds up and slows down has a lot to do with the quality of those signals coming in with drop it again. The quality of the signal is coming into the repeater on 434. Because it almost seems to come to a dead stop when I start transmitting, and it seems to stay that way through Jim's thing, and when Dave comes back on again, or Ron, or something like that, it seems to pick right back up again. It takes a while, but it gets there. So maybe that's the issue. Just some thoughts. Anyway. anyway, I got to get back to put my HF ball band vertical back up again. I don't know when that's going to happen. I got to get a bunch of connectors and stuff like that to splice my cable together and put it back in the original position. Anyway, that's all my ramblings for this time around. Here's my logo. And back to you, Dave, K7BYM, K7H4B.
K7HYB, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the K7BYM. Let's go to Kim, N720.
Thank you, Dave, N7QO. Well, let's see. The video quality, yeah, that's probably a factor with the way we're doing things now. We used to have a streaming that worked just splendidly. We were using a different channel for access, so that may be part of the problem. It would be nice if maybe we could do something like that again, at least something differently. But I remember when we first came up with this streaming in operation after relocating the repeater a couple of months back, it worked very well, extraordinarily well for one net. When I say extraordinarily, that's to say that it worked like it did maybe 2 years ago or so. 3 years ago, whenever it last was. But anyway, this is what we've got. Reset. Let's see here. Oh yeah, overflowing junk in houses. Man, I don't know about everyone else, but it sure is easy for things to accumulate. I've been so busy I haven't had time to really sort through some of my things. I've got things which just got packed up and moved here when I first moved to Seattle, and almost 2 decades ago now, and I still haven't had a chance to go through that stuff. I've been too busy working for a living and also not having enough fun, if I might inject that, but I guess that's the way life is. I pity someone who will have to go through all of this stuff. I need to start going through it myself, which I will probably begin doing not too long from now. Retirement is imminent. Reset. Yeah, also on that axe, it would not surprise me if it would be useful for backpacking. Back in the days when I used to do that.